What is up, my beautiful weebs? It is me, CDawgVA, yeah, anime trash lord, beautiful weeb master, all the weird names that you can come up with. Anyway, recently a friend of mine, Joey, made a video explaining that he needed help to make the top 100 anime list by foreign fans. Now, I've never really sat down and considered which anime are really important to me or the ones that have had a large impact on my life, and I thought this was a fantastic opportunity for me to share with you guys which anime have changed my life or impacted me greatly or changed the way I see a lot of things. And I know it sounds extremely cheesy or cliche to be like, oh my god, TV show changed my life. Like, no, but I feel like some of these anime had an impact on my life in one way or another, be it a small way or a big way. The first spot on this list has to go to Death Note. Now, Death Note was the first anime I watched ever as, I'd say, a young adult, teenager thing, because I'd watched Pokemon before that, but it never really had the same effect. The kind of serious tones and the thriller nature of Death Note really drew me in, especially as previously I'd only thought of anime as a really childish medium, and Death Note really solidified for me that anime can be mature and can touch on some serious topics like justice. I actually remember watching it for the first time. I found it at like 8 or 10 p.m. in the evening, and I watched it and I got so into it. I stayed up until around 6 or 7 a.m. and then I had to get ready for school, and I had to go to school just dead, like, oh god, I want to watch anime and be asleep. I finished school, came home, finished the 7 or so episodes I have left, thought it was amazing, and just instantly passed out. That was a fun day. The second spot on my list goes to Baccano, and more importantly, the dub of Baccano. I've watched the sub of Baccano, and it is awful in comparison to the dub. I'm sorry, but the dub of Baccano, in my opinion, is the best dub available for any anime ever. So I'm giving the second spot to Baccano because it turned my appreciation of dubbing and voice acting in general that I previously had into a love for it. I doubt I would be here, and I doubt I would be voice acting if I hadn't watched that dub. And I can honestly say in Baccano, I don't think there is a single weak performance. I think all of them were fantastic. Especially Isaac and Miriam and Lad Russo. They blew me the hell away, and if you haven't watched Baccano, please go watch it, and please go watch it in dub, because it really is just a masterclass of dubbing. Now, the third choice on my list is probably the one that some of you were just waiting for me to say and hate me for not saying straight away. Black Butler. Now, hear me out. I think the first and second season of Black Butler aren't great. I don't think they're that good. I think Book of Circus and Book of Murder are a lot better. Do I think they're the best anime? No. But I really do appreciate and love Black Butler for what it's done for me personally. And I think a lot of you would feel the same. I think a lot of you have found a community and met friends who you love through this specific show, as I'm sure many of you have through another show. But if you're watching my channel, it's probably Black Butler. Black Butler has opened up far too many doors for me, and it's given me so many opportunities that I would never have been able to have if it wasn't for me impersonating Sebastian and not really doing his character and just being an asshole while voicing Sebastian. Now, if you know me personally, I'm very open to admitting that Black Butler is not my favorite anime, by any means. But I just love what it's done for me, and the amount of impact that it's had on my life, I think I just have to put it on this list. So, yeah, I'm sorry. Third is Hunter x Hunter. Now, if you haven't watched this anime, please do. It's amazing, and the reason it's on this list is because for a long time, after about a year or so of watching anime, I really fell out of it because I felt that every anime I watched was just boring or just was not good enough and not really worth my time. And then I watched Hunter x Hunter, and I just fell in love with anime all over again, and it just proved to me that anime is just one of the most unique and fantastic mediums all over again. And ever since, I think I've still been obsessed with anime, and I'm always giving new anime a try because of Hunter x Hunter, and I never knew it existed, no one ever told me it existed, but it was a gem that I found, and I'm so glad that I did, because it is an amazing show with just so many twists and turns, and I just get excited thinking about watching it. And for my fifth choice, I wanted to make sure I chose a show that really did affect me in some way. And there was a lot of choices where I liked the show, but it didn't really have an effect on me. And eventually I recalled a time where I wasn't really happy, and I was horrifically anxious, and I didn't know what I was doing with my life, and I was around 16, 17, and everyone was expecting me to become this magical adult who knew exactly what to do in life, and I was a mess, and Gurren Lagann really helped me understand a lot of the feelings that I was feeling. This show, if you haven't watched it, will take you on a roller coaster of emotions. At one point you'll be laughing your head off, and the next episode you could be crying your eyes out. And I think I needed that. And I think I needed to be able to just cry and understand my emotions. As silly as that may sound, I think you sometimes just need to cry. And I don't think there's anything wrong with that. And I think if you need to cry, just fucking do it. It'll help you so much. And I think that's why it's on my list. It really helped me understand myself a lot more during a period of my life where I was so horrifically confused. So yeah, those are my 5. Now, if this list was asking me which 5 anime impacted my life the most, it would look exactly like this. But fuck that noise, the list is asking for the 5 anime I think are the best, and sadly, it's not these 5. So yeah, these are my final 5, go check them out, links in the description to their My Anime List page, and I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Anyway, shout out to my boy Joey for making this list, and Paul, he's the real MVP here.